18th China Digital Entertainment Expo and Conference, better known as China Joy, kicked off at the Shanghai New International Expo Center today. Over 400 domestic and overseas exhibitors are showcasing their latest games and digital products. The show runs till August the 3rd. CGTN's Wu Lei was there and brings us this report.
Asia's biggest game fair is back just in time. Amidst the pandemic, face masks are new necessary for exhibitors and visitors, but the passion for new games and devices is as strong as ever.
I love original games. In the past, homegrown companies would copy foreign RPG games, but now many of them are making games that are even better.
With the improvement of both hardware and software, video games nowadays are more professional. The entire gaming industry is booming.
China Audio, Video and Digital Publishing Association says China's game revenue reached 140 billion yuan, or $20 billion, in the first half of 2020, a 22% jump year-on-year. Many game designers use the conference to launch new products and offer early access to their games.
We've brought around 30 new games with us, but because of the pandemic, we've moved our esports games online and have had to delay some of our game launches.
With over 660 million gamers, roughly twice the population of the US, China has become the world's largest mobile games market. Many gaming companies say the pandemic caused challenges, but also offered an opportunity to win fans. As more global players aim to expand their market share in China by introducing new games, many say handling Chinese classics is key to design and localization. And so global game designers are recruiting talented developers to help bridge cultures.
So that's why we're looking at how can we use our biggest IPs like Rabbids and some of the local IPs or local culture that everybody's famous for. Like, for example, Journey to the West, everybody knows this. So by fusing these elements, I think we can bring some very interesting gaming moments to Chinese players.
With over 40,000 gaming and smart devices at the conference, the expo serves as both an industry indicator as well as a grand gathering for gaming fans. Wu Lei, CGTN, Shanghai.
The mobile game sector in China gained traction this year with a greater market share in the first half. An industry report from the China Joy Digital Expo says revenue rose by up to 36% to about $15 billion. Role-playing games came on top, accounting for 30% of the total market share. The hit visual novel game Love and Producer, which once reached a deep milestone of 2 billion downloads, has been adapted to an animation. Its first episode, however, was met with mixed reviews. Some say the visuals could have been more vivid, while others say they'd rather play the game as it gives them authority over the storylines. For more analysis on this, I'm now joined by John Wisnowski. He's the CEO of Reality Games. John, welcome to the program. Now, in your observation, how are Chinese mobile games faring in the global market?
Well, video games have become one of the important alternatives to offline social communication during the pandemic. The majority of companies have grown the user base and also the revenue. Right now, in the top 100 mobile games, about 40 of them are from China or are backed by Chinese giants like Tencent. But I have also noticed a new trend of great creativity in smaller companies. The world's best mobile game by 2019 was a Chinese game called Archero. It has dominated the global mobile market, especially in the hyper-casual category. Game comes from Habi, runs Stefan Wang, former head of gaming in Cheetah Mobile. And this guy, whenever he's publishing a game, it's a global success with hundreds of millions of downloads. It's like Jack Ma is a symbol in e-commerce, so Stefan Wang becomes a superstar in mobile gaming.
John, you don't need me to tell you this, but what we're seeing now is some mobile games are being adapted into animated series or movies. Now, that always comes with mixed reviews and feelings from players who sometimes don't like, the changes that are necessary in adaptations and would like to stick to the original plot in the game. Generally, how profitable is it to adapt mobile games into movies, and what potential do you see?
Well, right now there are over 2 billion gamers around the world. It's more than 40% of the smartphone users are playing games. People are not the same, but games have categories, and each category has a niche. Sometimes this niche can be like 200 million people. At Reality Games, we decided to run games based on real-world events. Simply, we gamify big data with familiar concepts. 10 days ago, we launched Landlord Go, the largest business game on the planet. We have connected to concept Monopoly board game and Pokemon Go in one game. With over 1 million players worldwide, it's the first real-world augmented reality game that uses real buildings, real prices, and is converting each city into an action-packed strategy game. We are using massive pool of data, including detailed information about more than 500 million real-world properties. Landlord Go connects the user to the city in an exciting and innovative new way that no other game can offer.
All right, John Wisnowski, the CEO of Reality Games, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
For class of 2020, this July is a